Alyssa Farah Griffin discusses her emotional fertility issue in a new podcast. The View's Alyssa Farah Griffin has described her emotional reproductive problem and how she's been a wreck during IVF. Alyssa, 35, said she is going through IVF right now on the View's Behind the Table podcast. My husband and I have been trying to get pregnant for about a year and a half, and it wasn't happening naturally. We chose IVF. This is my second cycle. She said, tomorrow, I will be in the doctor's office dealing with that. Several causes prompted me to share. I underestimated the difficulty of this task at my age. Since I'm 35, I thought I had plenty of time. No problem, as I'm healthy, exercise, and eat well. My body didn't cooperate. We overshare the first cycle with Brian. Oh no. I feel terrific. Alyssa said, I gave myself IVF shots at midnight on CNN on election night and worked until 4 a.m. I felt good. I didn't cry, tantrum, or experience hormone fluctuations due to my second cycle wreck. I guess I got smug. My energy, fatigue, and emotions have been off. It makes you feel uncomfortable in your body. I wanted to address it because I think a lot of people are surprised by how hard it was, because all the tales we hear are from ladies on the other side saying, here's my baby. Quickly, getting here was difficult. I wanted to reassure struggling ladies that there is hope and that you just have to be present. Alyssa said it's incredible what science can do, but didn't know when she and her husband would discover their light at the end of the tunnel. She said it's scary and intense and can be stressful because it doesn't always go as easily as you want. An optimistic Alyssa added, the doctors and science are amazing and they do make miracles and they do make things happen. After discussing how difficult IVF might be, Alyssa advised being soft with your partner and loving. At the end of the program, the podcast host appeared to mock Whoopi Goldberg of The View. Let us know, the host said, and don't anybody ask her anything until she's ready to go, to which Alyssa replied, yes. Please. The last joke may have been a swipe at Whoopi after she asked Alyssa if she was pregnant in 2023. Last September, Whoopi unexpectedly asked Alyssa, are you pregnant? Gasping, Alyssa put her palm to her chest and said, no. My God. Where did that come from? Another host said off camera. You can't say that when my mother-in-law is here, who's dying for me to get pregnant. Alyssa chastised Whoopi. Why would you say that? Joy Behar asked. Why? Do I look pregnant? Alyssa asked. Do I have a tummy? Yes. Whoopi said. A vibe came over me. I'm sorry. Fans commented below the Instagram picture announcing the daytime TV star's podcast episode, showing support. Best wishes on her adventure. Excellent for her to discuss this. One person wrote a heartfelt, good luck, Alyssa. My niece is undergoing IVF. It's heartbreaking when it fails. Praying for everyone battling. Best of luck on her trip. Excellent for her to discuss this. A third wrote, sending you love and optimism during IVF. So many others have experienced it, so don't feel alone. A fourth added, thanks for sharing your personal so others don't feel alone. You're great on View. The View regular Alyssa is recognized for her politics. In 2020, under Donald Trump, Alyssa was White House Director of Strategic Communications and Assistant to the President. Justin Griffin and Alyssa got engaged in 2020. Justin, the grandson of Republican Party activist Samuel A. Tamposi, graduated from NYU Stern School of Business. She and Justin married in November 2021, and the following year on The View, she revealed that some of her family boycotted her wedding due to her disagreements with Trump. Alyssa Farah Griffin, co-host of The View and former White House Communications Director, has long been admired for her poise, eloquence, and ability to navigate contentious debates on the talk show. But behind her polished exterior, Alyssa has been quietly grappling with an emotional battle that many women face, her struggle with fertility. In a recent heartfelt revelation, Alyssa opened up about her journey with in vitro fertilization, IVF, describing the emotional toll it has taken on her and how it has shaped her perspective on life, family, and resilience. This deeply personal admission not only sheds light on Alyssa's vulnerability, but also opens a wider conversation about the challenges of fertility struggles and the courage it takes to face them publicly. The world first learned of Alyssa's fertility journey during a segment of The View when the topic of women's health and reproductive challenges arose. In an uncharacteristically vulnerable moment, Alyssa decided to share her own story. "I've been struggling with fertility issues for a while now," Alyssa confessed, her voice trembling but resolute. "And I've been going through IVF. It's been one of the most emotional and difficult experiences of my life. There are days when I feel like I've been a wreck, just trying to keep it all together." Her fellow co-hosts offered immediate support, with Sunny Hostin and Sarah Haynes sharing words of encouragement and affirming Alyssa's bravery in speaking out. The audience erupted in applause, a clear sign of solidarity and empathy for a struggle that resonates with many. Alyssa revealed that her fertility challenges began shortly after she and her husband, Justin Griffin, decided they were ready to start a family. What they thought would be a joyful and natural process quickly turned into an emotional roller coaster of disappointment and uncertainty. "We tried for over a year," Alyssa shared. "Every negative pregnancy test felt like a punch to the gut. I started questioning everything: my body, my health, my choices. It's an incredibly isolating experience, even when you have a supportive partner." After consulting with specialists, Alyssa learned that her chances of conceiving naturally were lower than average due to a combination of factors, including diminished ovarian reserve. The diagnosis was devastating, but Alyssa and Justin decided to explore assisted reproductive technologies, ultimately choosing IVF as their best option. IVF is a complex and demanding process that involves multiple stages, from hormone injections and egg retrieval to embryo transfer, and the agonizing wait to see if implantation is successful. For Alyssa, the physical challenges were compounded by the emotional weight of the journey. Alyssa described the intense hormone treatments as one of the most difficult aspects of the process. "You're injecting yourself with these powerful medications that completely mess with your emotions," she said. "One minute, I'd be crying over a commercial, and the next, I'd be snapping at my husband over something trivial. It's like your body is no longer your own." "One of the most grueling parts of IVF," Alyssa explained, "is the lack of guaranteed success. Despite the time, effort, and financial investment, there's always a chance that the cycle won't work. You go through all this pain and sacrifice, and there's no certainty. It's like putting your heart on the line and hoping it doesn't get shattered." Alyssa also touched on the loneliness that often accompanies fertility struggles. "It's not something you talk about at the dinner table or with colleagues. Even though I know so many women go through this, I felt incredibly alone in the beginning." For months, Alyssa kept her fertility struggles private, sharing the details only with close friends and family. However, she eventually decided to speak out, driven by a desire to normalize the conversation around infertility and offer support to others going through similar challenges. "I realized that by staying silent, I was contributing to the stigma," Alyssa said. "Women shouldn't feel ashamed or like they've failed because they're struggling to have children. I wanted to be a voice for those who feel like they can't speak up." Her decision to open up on The View was met with overwhelming support from viewers, many of whom took to social media to share their own stories and thank Alyssa for her vulnerability. Since sharing her story, Alyssa has received an outpouring of love and encouragement from fans, colleagues, and even strangers. "I've gotten messages from women all over the country telling me about their journeys and how much it means to see someone in the public eye talking about this," Alyssa said. "It's been incredibly humbling and healing." She also acknowledged the role her View co-hosts have played in supporting her. "They've been like a second family to me. Joy, Whoopi, Sunny, and Sarah have all been so kind and understanding. It's a reminder that even in the toughest times, you're never truly alone." Alyssa's fertility journey has taught her profound lessons about resilience, patience, and self-compassion. "This process has shown me how strong I am, even when I feel like I'm falling apart," she said. "It's also taught me to be kinder to myself. I'm learning that it's okay to grieve, to hope, and to keep fighting for what you want." She also emphasized the importance of finding joy and gratitude, even in difficult times. "There are days when it's hard to get out of bed, but then I look around and see all the blessings in my life, my husband, my career, my friends, and it reminds me that there's so much to be grateful for." Through her platform, Alyssa hopes to offer encouragement to other women navigating fertility challenges. To anyone going through this, I want you to know that you're not alone, she said. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. Your feelings are valid, and your journey is unique. Don't be afraid to ask for help or lean on your loved ones. She also advocated for greater awareness and support for fertility issues, calling on society to be more empathetic and understanding. We need to normalize conversations about infertility and make resources more accessible for everyone. No one should have to suffer in silence. As Alyssa continues her IVF journey, she remains hopeful and determined to start a family. While the road has been anything but easy, she believes the struggle will ultimately make the reward that much sweeter. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm holding on to hope, she said. Whatever happens, I know I'll come out of this stronger and more grateful than ever. For now, Alyssa is focusing on self-care, cherishing her support system, and using her platform to inspire and uplift others. Alyssa Farah Griffin's decision to share her fertility struggles is a powerful reminder of the strength it takes to be vulnerable. By opening up about her journey, she has not only humanized her own experience, but also created a space for others to feel seen and supported. In a world where women often feel pressure to present a perfect facade, Alyssa's honesty is a breath of fresh air and a testament to the power of authenticity. Whether or not her IVF journey ends in the way she hopes, one thing is clear: Alyssa's courage and resilience will continue to inspire others for years to come.